Well, good day, everyone. I believe we already have Alejandro here and Matas. I believe you're there as well.
Yes, hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Hello. Just let's make sure that we have Matas and Mashael with us.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Yes, hi, how are you? Hi, everyone.
Hello, Matas. And shall we wait a couple of minutes for Mashael?
Yes, please. I'm gonna check with Mashael. Yes.
I think she's there already. Perfect. So if you're ready, we can, I believe, get started. Matas and Michelle, if you want to turn on your cameras as well, that'd be great. If you have any trouble, please let us know. We will warn Jesus, who's piloting everything.
Yes, Matat have the permission for the president. Okay.
Okay, there's Michelle as well. Great. So let's get started then. Good day, everyone, and welcome to this last webinar of a series in which we've been covering for several weeks different topics about education and its links with real-world issues. I am Ivan Martinez, SEK-Riyadh principal, and we'll be acting today as your host. Great, thank you for being there. Today, we are going to focus on cultural communication and global citizenship. To tackle this interesting topic, I'm very happy to announce our partnership for this webinar, and hopefully Matas and Michelle as well in future endeavors with Salam for cultural communication. Our speakers today will be Matas Baid Almal, Mashael Alabdulaaly, Amjad Ardan, and Alejandro Delso Segovia. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time today.
Thank you very much for having us. I'm very happy to be a part of this webinar to talk about cultural communication, global citizenship, and with some great partners.
Thank you, Alejandro. I'm gonna. Matas, do you want to say anything? Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, we're really happy at Salam to be part of this webinar, and we're really pleased to have that type of engagement, especially with the people who really care about these two topics: citizenship, globalization, and cultural communication. So yeah, thank you for giving us this opportunity.
No, it's great to be collaborating with you. So I'm gonna give you a brief introduction about each one of the speakers today, and then I'm gonna leave it for them to discuss. As you see, you have a chat for participants as well. So if you want to ask any questions or you have any doubts, any topics you would like our speakers today to tackle, please write on the chat, and I'll be able to share your questions, doubts, and comments with the speakers. Very well. So Matas Baid Almal, he will introduce Salam for cultural communication. Matas is the partnership manager at Salam. He has a passion for cultural communication and learning about different countries. He holds a bachelor's degree in tourism and hospitality from Canada. Mashael Alabdulaaly will present Saudi Arabia Vision 2030 and Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Mashael is the Programs and Initiatives Head at Salam. She's a member of World Scouts and Scouts for SDGs. She is as well a member of Scouts Earth Tribe, and she is a global citizen and intercultural learner. I believe we have also Amjad Ardan. He's a Salam YLP graduate, and she will be discussing global citizenship as well. And last, we have Alejandro Delso, who is a former SEK International School student and Syracuse University graduate, having led different innovation projects at SEK Education Group since 2018, including the opening of our school, SEK-Riyadh, in 2021. Alejandro took on the role as head of strategy and innovation at the beginning of this year, where he leads the efforts of the group's vision for 2025. This said, welcome everyone. Thank you very much for your time today. I believe we're gonna start with a short introduction about Salam.
Yeah, hello everyone, and thank you again for this opportunity. We're really happy at Salam again to be part of this. I would like just to talk a little bit about Salam and what we're doing as a non-profit organization here in Saudi Arabia. Salam for Cultural Communication has been established since 2015. Our main goal is to enhance cultural communication, building bridges with the different through our initiative and program. We have the youth leadership program where we have 30 male and female and 30 male to be part of this program for 3 months. We also have Tawasul program to enhance cultural communication in a certain topic. My colleague Mashael is going to go more about it. And also through the visual content and the production we create at Salam. We have the short video competition where all these videos have a message or a concept to send to the audience on the topic of cultural communication. And also we have a series of people who live here with the culture and the society. We call it Ta'ayush series. So all the initiative and the program we provide or we do, it's for an end goal, which is to build the bridges with the others, to have enhance that activity and role of cultural communication. So that's my part, and I'm happy to be part of this. And good luck for my colleague Mashael and for all the speakers.
Thank you very much, Matas. Now Alejandro will also briefly introduce SEK Education Group.
Thank you very much, Ivan. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Happy to be here. To our partners, Matas, Mashael, Amjad, thank you for being part of this webinar as we continue building and growing in SEK International School Riyadh. A little bit about SEK Education Group. Well, we are an international, a group of schools all over, with 6 schools in Spain, 1 school in Ireland, France, 1 school in Qatar, and our latest the school in Riyadh since Ivan mentioned 2021. We are currently focusing our efforts in this great adventure. We're working alongside the Royal Commission for Riyadh City as we try to align the SEK vision with the Saudi 2030 vision, which we believe is very important to be part of the local community and to be an important part in the future steps that Saudi is taking. We're very honored to have been part of this journey since, well, about a year ago, and we continue growing. We are a family-owned business, a group of a family of educators, and again, we believe that our family goes above and beyond with our educational community, from all families, students, our teachers, and our whole global citizenship, which we try to bring to our curriculum as much as we can. Well, a little bit about myself. I was a SEK International School student all my life since I was a little kid in Madrid, in Dublin, in France, and now I'm lucky enough to be able to see the school from a different perspective, from a different side, and like I say, I get to learn every day from a different classroom. So for me, it's an honor to work for SEK Education Group, having been a student. We will talk further about the different initiatives we have at SEK with global citizenship and cultural communication. Of course, we try to bring that into our curriculum, into our students, and of course, to make global citizens that are able to communicate all around the world. We have different schools in different countries, and that gives us a very good added value. We have teachers, we have students, we have members of our community from all over the world, and that is very important for us to create a truly international experience in every one of our schools, where everyone has its own local essence, but root from SEK. I lead the Vision 2025, which is where the schools, and of course part of the schools, we also have a part of the education group, we also have a university in Madrid, a private university in Madrid, and our goal is for the Vision 2025 is to keep on adapting to all the current changes happening around the world, to be able to be aligned with our students and to be able to grow with their values and with the different approaches we have in every single school. So thank you very much for the opportunity to be a part of this webinar. I'm looking forward to have a very good conversation.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. So, well, I believe many of the people within the audience, and probably whoever is watching this recorded, it will be available later in our YouTube channel. They might be wondering, no, why is a school, SEK, and also an organization as Salam, why are they talking about global citizenship and cultural communication, how it relates with schools and education? So I believe, Matas, you are the one who would like to slightly inform everyone and start the discussion about cultural communication, its relationship with the Vision 2030 in the kingdom, and what do we mean by cultural communication, why it's important, and the common grounds between the Vision 2030 and cultural communication. So we're all yours, Matas.
Yeah, hi, thank you again. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit briefly on how the government is taking care of this topic. I mean, cultural communication. We have the Ministry of Cultures that has been created, and they're moving toward engagement, especially with the latest project that happening. We're looking at Al-Ula, where it has many activities and festivals. And the Neom, we have a Neom project on the other side. In Riyadh, near Riyadh, we have Al-Giddiya. It's an entertainment hubs that is open for the international visitor, and it's linked with the culture, with different culture. I mean, as the topic is about globalization, if we look at many like Disneyland, for example, everyone knows Disney's, and it connects peoples. So I believe that the government is moving toward building these mega projects where people can get into it and have that type of activity. I believe even nowadays Saudi Arabia has to engage more and more on enhancing cultural communication with others. And I believe Corona is a great example where we get to the point and we realize that we live in one world, and we become facing the same issue and challenge. So that's a great example that we go through it. I believe Mashael could add more on this topic, and thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Now we can hear you, Mashael. Now we can hear you, Mashael.
would like to discuss the cultural communication and Saudi Arabia vision. For example, when I say cultural communication, what will pop in your head and how it is connected to the Saudi Arabia vision 2030? I would like to hear some answers, like why they are related. Why do you think they are related somehow?
So, Mashael, you want people to intervene? I don't know if they want to write on the chat, or we can give them the opportunity to participate.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes you wonder how they are connected, but believe me when I say they are. The cultural communication, just what Mujtaz said, that Saudi Arabia is going through a thriving economy. It aims to build Disneylands, it aims to build sea projects, it aims to build a lot of places. And Saudi Arabia at first, like very long time ago, even before its Saudi Arabia Vision 2030. Start. Oh.
Mashael, we are having some problems to hear you properly, I believe.
Okay, do you hear me now? Hello?
Now, if you want to try, let's see if that's better. Yes.
Okay, great. So yeah, as I was saying, Saudi Arabia from the very start, like way back to the King Abdulaziz, started to take care of cultural communication. It was one of the first countries to join the UNESCO back in right before after World War II, to be part of because Saudi Arabia believed at the very first that cultural communication is the reason why everything would be thriving in the economy and even the life of people. So Saudi Arabia took action from the very beginning related to cultural communication. And when we go back through the history of Saudi Arabia, like kings, even before like King Abdullah and all the previous kings, they all took part of the cultural communication. All this led us to where we are right now with King Salman and the Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman. They took cultural communication into action and they put it like one of the main role when it comes to Saudi Arabia Vision 2030. When we discuss very big projects like NEOM, when we discuss like Red Sea, when we even discuss economy, when it comes to the solar planet systems that we're planning to build in the future during these few years, all these wouldn't be happening without cultural communication. We have, like, Saudi Arabia has a position during all the Arab region, since it has like the two holy mosques. So from the very beginning, people used to cultural communicate because a lot of people come to Saudi Arabia. It has even like the best part where all the economy from like Asia, Europe, and America, it connects them all. So Saudi Arabia like seriously took action from the very first when it comes to cultural communication. And what do we mean when we say cultural communication? It's not only like people come discuss certain topics and that's it. No, Saudi Arabia is actually really aiming. We are here in Salam. We have like places like Salam. We have a lot of initiatives like the King Abdullah Dialogue Centers, Kaisid. All these places are here to build cultural communication within other people all over the world, because we do believe civilization wouldn't be here without dialogue. We wouldn't be reaching world peace if we're not scientifically discussing together. We find channels of knowledge to support the world peace. So yeah, Saudi Arabia really embraced and believed in the idea of cultural communication from the very first, and it is actually the foundation of 2030 vision. So that's why we see it's all related when we go and see, like when Saudi Arabia Vision 2030, all the projects, all the geographical projects, all the civilized, all the social, all the economic projects are all based and founded from cultural communication itself. And We do have like a lot of publications from Salam. Like when you go to Salam website, you have like a lot of publications related to cultural communication, to Saudi Arabia Vision 2030 and how it's contribute to achieve cultural communication. You can all read about them. We also have like a lot of key sectors and ministries in Saudi Arabia that discuss cultural communication. We have like the Ministry of Culture, we have the Ministry of Tourism, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. All these places really believe in cultural communication, and we're here at Salam trying to help them all, because without cultural communication, we can't build trust, we can't build world peace together. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. I believe Alejandro would like to either ask or add something.
No, I want to say thank you very much, Mashael. I think things we were saying about the Vision 2030 for Saudi Arabia and how the Ministry of Tourism, the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education, they're all pushing for that sort of globalization, that openness, that feeling. It's something that we have always perceived since we arrived in Saudi Arabia over a year ago. Our first visit to talk about the possibility of establishing SEK International School Riyadh in Saudi and making what was a little idea, making a reality. We have always felt very empowered and always felt very supported by the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Investment, the Ministry of Tourism, the Ministry of the Royal Commission for Riyadh City, and that Vision 2030 is something that the moment we landed in Saudi, the moment we got to Riyadh, we have seen from our days in the city, traveling, and always felt very welcome coming. Well, we are a Spanish, international, but based in Spain education group, and our teachers come from all over the world. Our students, they also come from all over the world, and we are able to have that connection with many of our students being from Saudi Arabia, which for us, it's a true honor that families trust us to come to SEK-Riyadh, and many international families too, and having that international feeling and that cultural communication in the classroom and in our day-to-day at SEK-Riyadh is really, really great. So I agree that that vision is really empowered all over the country, at least from our perspective, really.
Thank you, Alejandro. So happy to hear about this.
Thank you very much, Alejandro and Michelle. So just for the audience to know, the chat is open. Please, if you have questions, if you want to participate, if you want to say something, don't hesitate to write. The idea of this webinar today is that it becomes also conversation as much as possible, and would like your input as well. From the words that Michelle shared with us, I think she mentioned something that's a big challenge, but as a school, SEK-Riyadh and every single IB school, as most of you know, we're an IB school, pursue, and it's try to empower and give the tools and help our learners and students to get the skills needed to achieve that goal that Michelle mentioned, no? World peace, that's a big words, but that's obviously the common goal that I believe both Salam and SEK we pursue with our everyday actions, which is as well, and I'll take advantage of this, linked with global citizenship and the Sustainable Development Goals. I believe, I think in this occasion it was Matas, but correct me if I'm wrong, Mashael, who would like to speak a bit about global citizenship and SDGs, so you'll be talking about it together. Here is Amjad. Okay, welcome as well, Amjad.
Good evening, everyone. It's good to meet you. I'm happy to be with you.
Great. So Amjad, would you like to discuss a bit or give Salam's idea and vision about global citizenship and SDGs?
So actually, I'm going to talk about the global citizenship and how the government is taking care about it. So first of all, let me explain what is global citizenship in a simple word. Actually, global citizenship is seeking to unify the world societies in order to accept the other cultures and coexist with each other. Besides strengthening the principle of tolerance and find lasting solutions for the issues that the people are facing. Actually, the concept of global citizenship has been used before like centuries, and it is embedded in the Sustainable Development Goals, the goal number 4, which is the ensuring quality education for all. And the global citizenship is one of the target of goal number 4. So about the efforts of Saudi Arabia in this subject, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has proven its support in the global citizenship for years. Saudi government has been leading direct and indirect initiatives in different fields: social, political, environmental, and economic as well. Let me start with the political field. The world peace. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has contributed to world peace and adopted the concept of global citizenship through its role in resolving political crises in different countries. Human rights. The gender equality is an ideal way to protect human rights. The human rights, women's rights in Saudi Arabia, and the people's rights, even so in Saudi Arabia or outside Saudi Arabia. Cultural diversity. The culture of Saudi Arabia is linked into the Islamic heritage. As you know, a large number of people, of residents of different countries are living in Saudi Arabia, and they can practice their cultures in full freedom. Also, as you know, it hosts annually different people from different countries in one time and one place to do Hajj. If we are talking now about the most important problem that the world are facing, which is climate change, the Kingdom has sought to find local and global solutions to reduce the rise of the temperature in the world and limit the spread of harmful gases that cause humans to suffer by launching several humanitarian initiatives. And the last 2 initiatives that the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has launched, which was the Green Saudi Initiative and the Green Middle East Initiative. The global digital environment. The Kingdom strives to create a global digital environment free of bullying, as it is one of the most important pillars of the e-giving program in Saudi Arabia. Sustainable development. The project aims to, let me talk about the sustainable development, which was launched a new city in Saudi Arabia, which is Oxygen City. The project aims to change the concept of manufacturing to ensure sustainability and recycling. Quality of life. Since it is the most important matters related to the people's comfort, people's life, one of the most prominent programs of the Kingdom's Vision 2030 was the launch of a program specialized in quality of life. Now I'm going to talk about the education. Here in the universities or in the Ministry of Education, they are building strategic partnerships and relationships with international universities. For example, sending our students or bringing students from outside in exchange programs. And the last one I'm going to talk about is good health. As we all know, during the pandemic, healthcare was provided to Saudi and non-Saudis, legal and illegal. Also, Saudi Arabia has sent and donate to some countries with the vaccine. So I would like to add that global citizenship is important because it helps people to build their own understanding of world events. It helps them to think about their values and what is important to them in this life. It encourages them to think deeply about what is equitable and what will minimize harm to our planet. So thank you so much for hearing.
Thank you, Amjad. It's wonderful to see the passion you share with us with each one of these topics. I believe again that we do tackle many of them, and that's what one of our goals as a school is also to raise awareness and to give our students the opportunity to reflect upon all of these topics. So climate change, sustainable development, fighting poverty, quality of life, health and well-being, very important at schools, especially as you mentioned, after Corona and the pandemic, and then education, not only with international universities, but also the Kingdom is making an effort bringing international schools. So as is our case. So thank you very much, Amjad, for sharing. Again, just a reminder for the audience to just, I don't know, ask questions, or please don't hesitate to comment on within the chat. Matas, Mashael as well, if you want to mention anything, that'd be great. That will enrich the conversation for sure. As a school, SEK schools and also the university, they do tackle all of these topics at every single one of the SEK schools. We do work with our students towards one of the Sustainable Development Goals, which are, as Amjad mentioned, tightly linked with the Vision 2030 in the Kingdom. No? One of the activities that we are very proud of, Alejandro will speak about it in a minute, not only representing the group, but because also as a student, he was able to participate in some of these initiatives. Most of you might know the different model United Nations that are developed at different schools, in which the school or a group of schools organize a meeting replicating the United Nations, a United Nations meeting with the president, etc., etc. This is also giving our students the tools they need to discuss, debate, understand other cultures and interests. But I think I'm gonna leave it to Alejandro, because he lived this firsthand, to share his experiences with us and a bit more about the model United Nations that we developed at SEK, which is called SEK-Moon.
Thank you very much, Ivan. Like was mentioned previously, well, actually, I'm going to share my screen, if I may, real quick, just to show a little about the schools. This is important, as we will talk in a little bit. Let me see if it can be. I don't know if you can see the slide.
Yes, it's loading, Alejandro.
It's loading.
We'll see it in a few seconds. Now.
Great. Now you can see it. Great. So this is an image representing all our different campuses from SEK in Spain, Ireland, France, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, and of course also our university, our Universidad Camilo José Cela, named after a Spanish Nobel Prize in Literature. The reason I wanted to show this image is because we are lucky enough to have the opportunity to have students from all these countries, from all over the world, experiencing different cultures, different cities, different backgrounds. So to be able to have this group of schools, being part of the SEK education group family, has given us a chance to understand in Spain, different cities, in Ireland, a different country, in France, also in Qatar and in Saudi, to have our students understand that they are part of a global world, that part of the global citizenship, and to be able to interact with students from all over the world. And as Ivan was mentioning, there are different activities, of course, like school exchange programs, different sports activities that allow us to travel to our different campuses, our different settings, opportunities to talk with students from other schools that are also from other continents, from all over the world, so to have that perspective of how students learn in different places. And again, another opportunity that SEK gave me as a student, which I'm very proud to have been a part of has been SEGMUN, which is our model United Nations, allowing the representatives, the students that took on the chance, that took on the initiative to be a part, and that every year takes part in all our schools. Our schools get together from all over the world. They each prepare their own position, depending on which country they are, on which authority they have to represent, or how they have to interact, and allowing them to understand other candidates, other countries, other points of view, and to be able to have a big dialogue. It allows to have the different skills of public speaking, also a research that needs to be done to prepare each of the countries' candidacy. For example, myself, I was part of the Model United Nations for 2 years. I was in the Human Rights Council, and I was also in the UNICEF Council in the United Nations. And I was different countries, and I was able to get to know how that country had to, what their beliefs were, what their values were, how they had to communicate with other countries whom I might not be aligned with, or I might be aligned with, but it gave me that broad approach onto the activity. It's a 2-3 days activities where all the schools from all over Spain, from all over the world get together in one place, and they have a different learning space, a different learning environment, where they spend every day dealing with different resolutions, dealing with different issues that may arise, with different conflicts, also conflict resolution, critical thinking. Those values and those abilities are also trained and taught in SEGMUN, and also getting to know students that might not be from your school, that might come from somewhere else, that take part. There are many schools from outside of SEG that also join this initiative, and that gives us the chance to talk not only with the country you are dealing with, but also with the persons and with the different people that deal here. So it's really an initiative that has allowed me, or myself personally, to be able to adapt quickly to change, to be able to communicate publicly, to be able to travel, to have friends from all over the world at the moment, and also to be a part of different projects. And once I took on and I went to university, I was able to study abroad outside of Spain. So that was something I had to adapt to meet people and to change my environment, and that SEGMUN has helped me to do that through all these abilities I was mentioning before, from public speaking, conflict resolution, also the ability of empathy, the ability of research, of putting yourself in someone else's shoes, and to take that and to learn and to have a big cultural communication, and also to be a global citizen. So these kind of initiatives that take part in SEG are what I'm very happy to have done. There are many others. This was very important I think it was representative for this webinar, and we keep on learning and we keep on growing every day at SEG, and these kind of projects allow us to become a little bit more global every single day. If anyone has any questions about these kind of initiatives, about SEGMUN, anything at all, we'll be happy to share. We hope, as the school in Riyadh keeps on growing, at the moment we have students up to 4th grade, as the school keeps on growing, these kind of initiatives for like SEGMUN are oriented towards older students that might be able to join us, and we'll be happy we have all the schools taking part, and Riyadh again is part of our family. So we hope to welcome them into SEGMUN and into many other exchange and international activities from SEG as soon as we can.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. I think that's interesting how being a SEG student yourself, it gave you the opportunity to participate for 3 years at SEGMUN, but it is important, I think, to highlight what you were mentioning, no? That there are many other schools, and not only SEK schools participating of this event, but other schools from other parts of the world are invited. So we do hope SEK-Riyadh students can participate in the future, but why not? Other schools in Riyadh could do the same. No, we could go together maybe.
That would be great. One thing before we move on, I think that this kind of events I was mentioning has given me the skills or the abilities, the resources to be able to, as I got into university and as I kept on entering a job, to apply this in a real life setting. So that's really what I'm happy that now that I look backwards and I look into these things we're talking about, I'm able to see them applied in real life. So that's always something great to remember from my time at school.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. We have some time for attendees to ask questions. In the meantime, I'd like to ask, because Matas mentioned briefly the video competition they do organize at Salam. Matas, I don't know if you're still there and would like to share with us a bit more about the video competition, how you organize it, or what is it about? What does it bring in terms of cultural communication or global citizenship?
Yeah, hi everyone. I believe, Alejandro, if we can allow Mashael to be able to represent. She have a presentation. She didn't have the chance to represent it. So I believe she's gonna take care of that.
Absolutely, yes. So
yes.
Jesus,
If we can add her, I believe there's a technical issue here. Just if we can add her as a representative, it's gonna, yeah.
No, I think we're good.
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah. Can you see the screen? First of all,
yes.
since it has like these problems before, we will just I just managed, but at least I want to share this code because I do believe it's really important for us here in Saudi Arabia. It's a quote that was said by King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. He said, "The knowledge among nations is the way towards lasting friendship, continuous cooperation, and coexistence in peace, all of which are based on fundamental knowledge about their civilization, cultural experience, and aspiration." So this is where and how we get this importance of cultural communication. That's why Salam is here. That's why Kassid is here. That's why King Abdulaziz for National Dialogue is here. Because as what I said previously, our nation do believe in cultural communication. And that's why we even work really hard towards global citizenship, as what my colleague Amjad was trying to explain during her previous part and what Mu'taz is saying. So right now I'll leave the floor to Mu'taz to explain more about the competition. It's one of the finest competitions we have here in Salam, and I would definitely love for each one in the audience to be part of this competition. Mu'taz, you have the floor.
Yeah, hi, thank you. Back to your questions regarding the Salam short film competition. Basically, we're giving the platform at Salam to represent you a short video that is talking about cultural communication or a story that happened to you related to cultural communication. It's a way to catch up with the youth, especially right now with the visual content is being represented in the social media, Instagram, Snap, and TikTok. So the youngest generation, we're trying to target them to take their creativity and represent it and take advantage of these skills in making people understand each other more. So it's a competition. We do it every year. Anyone can apply for it, and there is a reward for the top 5 winners who win in the competition. So yeah, and I encourage everyone to visit our website to read more about it. It's in English, and feel free to also to register in our newsletters. We have it every 3 months. So yeah, you can be updated about our activity that is suitable for you, and we welcome everyone. I mean, yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Matas. I believe it's interesting. We'll stay tuned absolutely for the next opportunity. Well, I'm gonna leave 1 minute just in case anybody in the audience would like to ask a question or write on the chat. Otherwise, Alejandro, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I see there are two questions in the chat. One talking about talking whether SEC is looking to open up schools in different regions of KSA, and the other one about the challenges faced. We can talk about this? Well,
absolutely, yes.
Well, I've been lucky enough to work with SEK-Riyadh and of course with Ivan and the whole team at the school. And well, at the moment we're always open to open new schools in different regions of KSA. We felt very welcome from the very beginning. We have been only 1 year, and we're just finishing our first academic year in SEK International School Riyadh. But we are always in conversations to open new opportunities. Well, hopefully we can have school in the future, another school in the future in Saudi Arabia, and yes, we're keen on looking at that opportunity. At the moment, our focus and all our efforts are placed in SEK-Riyadh, which is going very well, and the other question, which I think also aligns with that, maybe whether we're looking to open up new schools in Saudi, is the challenges faced during the implementation in Saudi when SEC arrived and how we can get over it. For us, at first it was a big challenge. The biggest challenge in the implementation of SEC in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, was COVID. Of course, we opened September 2021, which wasn't that long ago, and the country was still in lockdown, and the whole arrival process was conducted from March 2021 to September 2021. So that was really a challenge. We were lucky enough to have a great team joining us, and we were able to go over that challenge of COVID and establishing ourselves in Riyadh. And our challenge was to get people to know about SEC and about SEC in Riyadh, and that was also something that we have a team that truly delivered that, and we're happy that we're starting to be recognized in the city of Riyadh. And also some challenges were different laws, different protocols taken during COVID, different conversations we had with the Ministry of Education, with the Ministry of, with RCRC, with the different legal entities that we were speaking with. But every challenge we faced, we always felt supported, thankfully. Of course, there were times that were difficult and times that there was a lot of hard work to be done. But we were lucky enough that when we faced different challenges, we were able to communicate with our partners, with the Royal Commission for Riyadh City and the Ministry of Education, and we felt supported. And again, thankfully, we have a great team in SEK-Riyadh at the moment that we're finishing the first academic year, and we hope to keep on with this adventure. I'm very happy about that. And the next question, well, I think now it's an easy one, how we can get to know more about SEC. Yes, Julie, thank you very much for sharing that. Our doors are always welcome.
Thank you, Alejandro. Yes, also not only through the website or contacting directly with Julie and the team, but through the website you will also reach our YouTube channel, not only SEK-Riyadh YouTube channel, but the whole education group. So you'll be able to see their videos from other SEK schools, universities. So always YouTube is something that we keep updating and uploading new videos for every event. So that's also an option, and the website for our, thank you, Yuli, for our university. The university Alejandro mentioned, UCJC, Universidad Camilo José Cela, is based in Madrid, but there are many opportunities for online learning as well, also in English. So if you check the UCJC website, I'm quite sure you will also find some interesting opportunities for you to keep on learning and participating. Great. So thank you very much, everyone in the audience. I'm sorry I missed these last two questions. Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you very much, Mashael, Matas, Amjad and Alejandro for being here today, for sharing all of these initiatives. Obviously, 50 minutes or 55 minutes webinar is never enough to tackle all of these topics. I'm really looking forward for this collaboration with Salam in the future, so we'll be in touch. And to all of the attendees, or if you're watching this video on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Please don't hesitate to contact us. We'll be in touch. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. We're so happy and glad to be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you for giving us the opportunity. I am happy today, to have this, and inshallah, we're looking forward for an upcoming webinar. Inshallah, take care, everyone.
We are very happy to be here, and we hope to be here again for the long run and to continue growing in Riyadh and in Saudi, of course.
Thank you
very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.